Hello everyone, I am your English teacher Shabana and I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. So class, today we are going to start our new topic, that is adverb. So adverbs, what is an adverb? An adverb tells us more about an action. Yes, an adverb always tells us more about an action, that how the action is done, when the action is done, where the action is done, how much the action is done, and how often the action is done. So class, today we are going to talk about how the action is done. Like, I am moving slowly. You are running fast. Yes? So, how you are running? Fast. Yes? And I am moving slowly. So, I am describing my action, that how it is done. Yes? I am describing that how my action is done. Yes? My action is moving. So, I am moving slowly. I am teaching you perfectly. Yes, I am teaching you perfectly. So, how am I teaching? How I am teaching? Perfectly. So, and you are watching the video attentively. Yes, you are watching the video attentively. So, class, when a word tells about an action, tells more about an action, it is called adverb. When a word tells us more about an action, it is called adverb. So, class, now I am going to give you some example of adverbs. Okay. Ria is singing beautifully. Yes. So, how she is singing? Beautifully. Or Jatin ran fast. Jatin ran fast. Yes. Or we can say ki Jatin runs fast. Jatin runs fast. So, how Jatin runs? Fast. Yes. So, Jatin runs fast. It tells us about the running of Jatin. That Jatin runs very fast or fast. So, when a word tells us about the action, about the verb, that how it is done, then it is called adverb. Like, Ria is singing beautifully. How she is singing? Beautifully. So, beautifully is telling about the singing. That the singing is done beautifully. So, it is our adverb. So, we can underline it. Now class, we are going to do our let's try, that is in our book. So, take out your books. Now, we will do our class. In this let's try 4, we have to underline the adverbs. So, as I told you that a word that tells us more about an action, it is called an adverb. So, now we will find out the adverb in the sentences. So, I answered the questions easily. I answered the questions easily. So, answered is our verb. Answered is our action. Okay. And which word is telling us more about the verb? Questions easily. Questions is the noun. I answered the questions easily. How the answers are given? Yes, easily. How the answers are given? Easily. I answered the questions easily. So, easily is an adverb here because it tells us more about the answers. Okay. So, we will underline it. Now, the next one we will do, people observe plants and animals carefully. People observe plants and animals carefully. So observe is our action. It is an action, and the which word is describing this word, this action? Plants and animals carefully. People observe plants and animals carefully. Okay. How the people observe the animal? Carefully. How the people observe the animal? Carefully. So carefully is our adverb. So we will underline carefully. He speaks Urdu fluently. He speaks Urdu fluently. So how he speaks Urdu? How he speaks Urdu? Fluently. Fluently is describing the spoken of someone. Okay. Because in this sentence, someone is able to speak Urdu. But how? Fluently. So fluently, this word is telling us about how he speaks. Okay. So it is our adverb. Now the next, the spears sailed through the air quietly. The spears sailed through the air quietly. So sailed, how the spears sailed? How the spears sailed? Quietly in the air. So quietly is our adverb. So underline it. Now the next, the girl writes neatly. The girl writes neatly. How the girl writes? How the girl writes? Neatly and cleanly. So neatly is our adverb because it is telling us about the writing of the girl. Okay. So always remember, just keep in your mind, when a word tells us about, describe a word, describe an action, when a word describe an action and tells us more about that verb, it is called an adverb. The humans use their knowledge happily. The humans use their knowledge happily. So, how the humans use their knowledge? Happily. They use their knowledge happily. Okay. Mr. Seth danced merrily. Mr. Seth danced merrily to the front door. Mr. Seth danced merrily to the front door. So, how he danced? How he danced? Merrily. How Mr. Seth danced? Merrily. So, we will underline merrily. Okay, class? Sudha studied feverishly for the test. Sudha studied feverishly for her test. So, how he studied for her test? Feverishly. So, we will underline it. So, class, this is our Let's Try 4. That is on page number 50 that you have to do in your course book, and the next Let's Try you have to do by yourself. So, bye-bye. Take care of yourself.